guys, so today we've got Jason's BM here. We couldn't really film too much of doing the suspension, but we do have some photos which we'll put in. But yeah, basically we did a full Fury coilovers upgrade to Jason's car. We've got the handbrake working now. I'm going to try and fabricate the pipe for him just so that he can use the standard handbrake. Basically bend the pipe and slot it over the handbrake so you can just pull. And then yeah, coilovers are in, everything's set. He had his wheels refurbed as well, so that's all nicely done. Yeah, I'm just sorting out a quick misfire and then he'll be ready for the 15th, which is the next time we'll be out. So basically we've got all the brakes sorted out. Jason's hesitant to go with a hydro handbrake. He asked me if possible could we get the normal handbrake working, so I said we'll try. I've got everything kind of working. It felt quite good driving, but it's obviously a bit difficult to, while you're on track, reach down, pull like this, especially if you're not harnessed into the car. It can throw you off quite a bit. So I'm going to use this piece of pipe to try and extend this handle, and then we'll bend the pipe kind of up. No problem, Shani, thank you. So we'll bend the pipe up, and then basically like kind of have a hand, like a hydro stick, you know, right next to the wheel. So you cut yourself a section, basically that's going to slide on here. There you go. So that's on there. So basically what we're going to do now is we're going to notch this pipe to fit over this section, and then we'll weld it together. And then once that's kind of in, you'll have this nice long extension, so you'll have a lot more leverage, because basically you're making this whole handle much longer. So you'll have a lot more leverage that you can just pull and let go instead of having to strain, you know, from this angle. So yeah, let's get into making that. Then we'll have to drill 1 or 2 holes, at least maybe one, just right through. Put a bolt and nut just to stop it from moving left or right. But yeah, no, it's a very nice setup. Alright, so we've done our cuts, basically 4 cuts at different angles to get the shape so that it lines up like that. We need to just grind this piece down a bit so we can fit more flush. But basically that's kind of what the handle looks like. So this will slide on and then onto the handbrake from that side. We'll drill a hole to put a bolt and a nut just to hold it in place. And then yeah, that'll be Jason's handbrake. The little section goes on, that fits nicely there. That's basically going to be like that. So we don't want it too high, so that's out of the way of the gear lever. Not that he'll ever be drifting in 5th, at least not anytime soon. And then yeah, basically we just pull up from there, make sure it's not going to hit anything on its way up. But yeah, I think we'll will have to trim it down, but I'm going to leave it full length so that he can, you know, get to know the feeling, get to know the car, and then basically from there he can decide if he wants to change the angle or cut it down and whatnot. And then yeah, so basically you lift up, you're activating the whole handbrake from this single piece. Okay, so we've just got done cleaning our edges, our surfaces. So basically this is going to get a tack weld here and a tack weld there, and then we'll fill up these ugly gaps, and then yeah, should be more than strong enough to do what we needed to do. And for interest's sake, this is about a 2 millimeter thick walled 20 mil pipe. So yeah, you can use 20 mil, 25 mil, whatever's available. 20 mil will fit more snug and you might not need to use a bolt. 25 mil is a bit more loose and you've got a bit of space, you know, a little bit of leeway to work with. Okay, so we've welded up our pipe connection with a MIG welder, just roughened it up. So yeah, basically just going to slide this on. There you go. There's a handbrake. So nice, when you're driving it's quite close, you can pull. It's still quite hot, that's why I have a glove on. But yeah, so now all we need to do is to drill basically 1 hole, put a bolt and nut through it, make sure it can't move left or right. And yeah, that's it. If you wanted to, we could just weld it on here, but I don't think Jason wants to have it in permanently. So yeah, this will work for now. I'm just going to drill the hole, put the bolt and nut through, and we're good to go. So, the only crack is, yeah, I bent it. I was gonna say, what the fuck? Yo, that thing is flimsy. Jeez. Like this it's strong, like this it's fucking weak. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
What big tires, I want to see them fly, man. If it can lock up those tires, it can lock up. Oh, you gotta be quicker. Ready?
like 2-hour session. It was pretty good. I unfortunately had a bit of a coming together with Bronny and his S13. Sorry, Bronny, damaged your rear quarter. Yeah, basically, just ran out of talent. Long story short, and Bronny was just a little bit too slow to catch it before hitting me. Not that it was his fault at all. But yeah, so we've got a bent, luckily the fiberglass is not really damaged, so that's, you know, hiding a lot of it. But we've got a bent front frame that we're going to pull. We're going to take the radiator out because that's leaking, and then I'm going to need a new headlight cover. But yeah, otherwise not so bad. Jason's car also suffered what we think is maybe a failed engine mounting, so his viscous fan hit the radiator, so that's all damaged, so that needs to be redone. Julian had a great day, no problems. And then yeah, Marius also struggled a bit with the carb. We're going to pull that off this week, see what's going on. Finally fix that because we've got a good idea that it's leaking now. And then yeah, so time to rebuild for the next one.
For never even looking one time.
Yeah, that'll work. That will work. Okay, so we're back again. This weekend didn't go as planned on Saturday. We obviously had a bit of an accident. That was fixed partly due to a binding issue I have on the steering. So what's basically happening is the lock stops I made in the previous video seem to be a bit short. So what's happening when the car's under full load, the tire end is actually, instead of hitting it and stopping, it's slipping past the top. And then when it comes back, it's obviously getting stuck. So that's the issue I'm having. So what we're going to do today is just lengthen them basically. So we're going to weld on two pieces that are about 10-15 mils longer, and that should solve the issue once for all. So we're going to get into doing that now. Okay, so basically these are the stops we made last time. These stops are too short. You can see the mark there, and I can see the mark on the bottom of the tie rod. So it's basically slipping past. So what we're going to do, we're going to weld a piece on top there about 10 mils further up. So basically that should stop this from happening. I don't think it's an issue of it slipping past this corner. I'm fairly sure it's slipping past the top because the only witness mark I can see is right there. And then there's a mark right on the bottom here, so I'm assuming it's going over instead of across. So we're just going to extend that and it should solve the problem.